Hello and welcome. My name is Tom Johnson. I'm the Bettis Energy Sales Manager, and what we're going to do today is show you a short video on our pressure guard wellhead protection system, otherwise known as PWP. This particular unit is going to be unique. It's the first type of its kind that's available to you from using. It's a fully automated, self-contained hydraulic ESD system, complete with the 6A valve. Without further ado, let's review this product briefly and see just what this thing is about. So the PWP unit consists of several major components. What you're going to see is a hydraulic spring return actuator with a 6A bonnet. Down under the actuator in the bottom, you're going to see a standard 6A reverse acting gate valve. Moving basically from this direction or your right to left, you'll see a pressure-matic. This is one of the options available to you on the PWP. What is a pressure-matic? Very briefly, it's a combination of high-low pilot. That means that we can sense your pilot or your pipeline pressure on the high side and low side and use that as an ESD signal or trip to close the valve in the event of an undesirable event. If you move your way down here, you can see that the lights are lit up on this particular screen. As you cross over, you're going to see this large aluminum block. This is the heart of the beast, if you will. It's our hydraulic manifold control system, all custom made by Emerson for your application. Top of this control valve manifold block, you're going to see something that's going to be necessary for every closed loop hydraulic system. That's a high pressure accumulator. On this side here, you can see the hydraulic pump, which we'll show you more about a little later. And there's a number of gauges and high pressure regulators so that you can control the volume and the rate of the pressures that you're using for your high-low pressure shutdown system. Now, before we go much further than that, I know some of you are probably a little lost right now. You say, wait a minute, did he say 6A? Yes, I did. Typically, you with Valve Automation, Emerson, are used to selling 6D products. When you look at this screen, you look on the right, that's what you're typically used to selling. An actuator, whether you knew it or not, on a 6D type valve. 6D valves are most commonly in your world as typical knife gate valves, maybe it's a ball valve, butterfly valve, or plug valve. You have a basic Christmas tree on the left-hand side of your screen. Now this is the 6A world. That's what this PWP is designed to participate in and bring you into the market with. On the left side of the screen, you see a typical oil field Christmas tree, and in the center there, you'll see a little arrow pointing to a choke valve. Typically, the API 6A world lives between the choke valve and the well. What you're going to be able to do now is you're going to be able to participate for the first time on the wellhead side of that choke valve. Yes, that's right. You're now going to be able to supply 6A equipment. We know that can be a little difficult and scary for some of you, so we've made it very simple for you. We're going to supply you the complete control package or solution. It's all going to be preset, ready to go when you get it. And now that we've explored some of the typical applications and ESD functions of this actuator, let's take on a quick tour and show how it actually works. This gauge is set up to simulate pressure in a pipeline. In a moment, I'm going to release that pressure to simulate a pipeline break. You're going to see the gauge suddenly drop, and then you're going to see the actuator reach its fail close position. So let's take a look and see what actually happens when it goes on. If you watch carefully, you notice that the gauge dropped. That simulated a pipeline pressure loss. It could have simulated an increase too because we do have higher low pilot pressures, so the gauge could have climbed rapidly and performed the same activity. At the same time, you could see the indicator on the right-hand side of your screen showing the indicator. This particular unit that you saw with the indicator is equipped with two optional switches. We can supply many types of switches, not just the ones that you see here. What you have now is a true and complete 6A automated ESD emergency shutdown safety system, which is fully self-contained. You're going to get this as a complete and totally set package, making it very easy for you and your customer to assimilate into this application. For additional information, please contact Emerson or your local Bettis distributor. Thank you.